fight for Super Earth and managed democracy has been going on for a few weeks, but we're still only just beginning. Recently, another layer was revealed that shows the long-term plan per se and how we can expect the fight to go in the future from an upcoming roadmap, details of how the war is unfolding, and more. So today I want to talk about the promising and engaging future of Helldivers 2. Do me a huge favor if you enjoy, drop a like on the video and subscribe for more. And finally, today's video is brought to you in part by OperaGX, helping you break up with your boring browser. With things like CPU and RAM limiters so you're not eating up your system like other browsers, Chrome, check. Built-in VPN for browsing protection, check. GX mods like background music, keyboard sounds, opening and closing notifiers, themes and browser wallpapers, custom themes and mods around your favorite games, check, 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 and check. Force dark pages for those of us who hate light mode or being flashbanged because it seems like every page is trying to burn out your retinas, check. OperaGX offers a ton in the way of user-friendly tools to maximize performance and increase as much as possible that ease of use. Genuinely, I love the GX control feature where you can reduce memory usage while browsing the same amount of, if not even more tabs than what you'd say if you have a browser like Chrome open. With Discord and Twitch integrations as well, it's great for anyone looking to browse and exceptionally great for gamers. So check out and download OperaGX today using my link below and break up with that boring browser you've been using and get a huge upgrade. So thanks to OperaGX for sponsoring this video. But now let's get into it. The first thing that I want to touch on in regards to Helldivers today is a new report about who's actually pulling all the strings. If you've been paying attention to how the game's been unfolding, you'll know that it's been a tug of war for managed democracy and has been raging on for a couple of weeks now. But if you've ever wondered how the story pans out that we'll be seeing pushback from either front, now you have that answer. On top of having an addictive gameplay loop and fun scenarios to be had with friends, Helldivers 2 has a literal developer with the title of Game Master. His name's Joel and he's basically pulling all the strings as an all-powerful D&D dungeon master. Obviously the game is planned long-term here, but with the absolute massive amounts of recruits that we've seen since the game has launched, hundreds of thousands of players playing at any given time, it's probably going faster than they maybe initially anticipated, but that then falls to the dungeon master. Now, in a report with PC Gamer, it was mentioned we have an actual person with a title of Game Master. We have lots of systems built into the game where the Game Master has a lot of control over the play experience. It's something that we're continuously evolving based on what's happening in the game, and as a part of the roadmap, there are things that we want to keep secret because we want it to be a surprise and delight. Arrowhead has said it has predictions about how the war will play out and has devised set pieces that it thinks will be significant, but in true tabletop fashion, the story will continue based on how the players behave. In fact, it already has. Game Master Joel has already had to grease their wheels for the enemy a few times when Helldivers community proved a little too efficient at spreading liberty. There have been sudden moments where maybe one planet was too easy or one was too hard, and Joel had to get up in the middle of the night to give automatons a bit more reinforcement so that players didn't take the planet too quickly. Now, to me, that's insanely cool to hear about. We're just all taking part in a giant D&D campaign, and honestly, for my own little corner of gaming the last few years, being a little bit more pigeonholed into stuff, it's all been linear fashion storytelling. So I'm having a blast with this, having this sort of progressive play out on how everything will work out in, again, sort of a D&D campaign fashion. Now, that said, it also allows for the spread of democracy to be something that collectively takes us all along for the ride, but also it can elongate it or shorten the timetable on certain things long term. So I'm a big fan of where this is going to be going. Now, if you guys weren't aware already, the story's actually already been progressing. Initially, it was around that first major order with the path to barrier planets being clear, where it said upon each barrier planet, SAEF engineers had begun construction on the Terminated Control System, which was a network of massive towers that would cover each planet on the well-tested neurotoxin known as termicide. Soon, the citizens would be able to rest easy, knowing their children are safe from the threat of being eaten alive. Then it was the next and most recent order where the automatons had launched cowardly super attacks on multiple highly populated super-Earth planets. The super-Earth armed forces in the region had been overrun, with millions of citizens now being in grave danger of death or disenfranchisement. The grievous attacks on freedom would not go unanswered. The homes of the citizens must be defended. But that's when the Game Master came in and changed some things up. We failed that major order, and recently it said despite the valorous efforts of the Helldivers, automaton marauders had invaded super-Earth territory. Patriotic citizens mourn as their sufficiently sized homes burned to the ground. Super-Earth citizens demand justice and they will receive it, but for now the Terminated Control System is ready for activation. So that's where the story picks up on the other front. And it said Veld was determined clear of Terminated presence months ago, but appears a subterranean hive eluded detection and has been gestating undemocratic vermin for weeks. Now the spawn have erupted, creating a massive outbreak that threatens to engulf the entire planet if we do not act quickly. Contain the outbreak now before the bugs are able to spread further. So seeing how this is all breaking down, the next stop is of course really dependent on what the players decide to do. So to wrap it all up, story, gameplay, and more is all dictated based on how the community and the game master are going to work together. Things like alterations to visibility on planets, rain, fog, you name it, can all be adjusted. Other things like early completion modifiers like the free mine stratagem early on, right after the launch of the game, and then the pull out from a level on Creek and all, that's all stuff that's kind of decided real time. So this game is a living story being told through us, which is all really cool. Now, beyond that, we also know of a roadmap upcoming that may be seeing the light of day here sometime soon, but it's been mentioned a few times in that report and also over on Twitter by the CEO at Arrowhead, who even recently announced that it was recently updated with some pretty cool stuff. Now, what that pretty cool stuff is can only be guessed, but as of recently, there were also some new discoveries that happened through Reddit where players found new content. The headliner of that was new mechs, which honestly isn't a huge surprise. They were seen in an official Helldivers 2 trailer from almost a month ago. In their Report for Duty trailer uploaded to the PlayStation channel on YouTube, around the 50-second marker of the sort of preview, there was footage of a diver getting into a mech and then coming through the haze, firing at Terminids with it. The key part of that sequence, though, was a caption that said, "Coming soon after launch." So we knew this wouldn't be a launch item, but we knew it would be coming at some point, and now 3 weeks into the game's life cycle, I'd say it's pretty close to when that coming soon period could be and when this could be launching. So in that leak, we also learned about the EXO-44 and EXO-48 mechs. The difference between those two is the firing capabilities, autocannon versus minigun, but this will be interesting to see how they're all deployed into Helldivers 2. There also were a few additional items for the future that look to be including new weapons like an energy RPG coming, a meteorite that hits like a nuke, a group of Helldiver NPCs that you can call in as maybe cannon fodder or just some stuff to help you out, and more. So we got a lot of stuff upcoming here, and again, the world and storytelling in the future is ever evolving, and it's something that we as players have a direct hand and impact in. So really excited to see what this kind of stuff holds in the future, but for now, I'm still loving fighting for liberty, democracy, and Super Earth. So that's it. That's where we're gonna wrap it up. Just want to fill you guys in here on a little bit of what's going on with Helldivers 2, some cool stuff we learned, and of course, some stuff to look forward to. So that's it. That is where we're gonna wrap it up. Let me know your thoughts down below. Are you guys still having fun with Helldivers 2? Are you looking forward to the upcoming content here and maybe a roadmap coming soon? Let me know down below. But if you enjoyed the video, again, do me a favor, drop a like on it. Tremendously appreciate the support here the last couple of days, about a week or so of non-COD content. So like truly, I can't thank you guys enough for the support. You guys have been killing it. If you guys enjoy this kind of stuff and you want to see more, again, do me a favor and drop a like. Lets me know you do want to see more. And of course, subscribe if you guys are new and you'd like to stay up to date with all things Helldivers 2, new FPS content like Gray Zone Warfare, some other stuff upcoming, and of course, still the base of COD whenever there is COD stuff to talk about. So that said, that's where we're going to wrap it up. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you later, but until next time, get back out there, soldier. We've got a war to fight for democracy and Super Earth. Peace.